Yo, what's up, traders? It is Tuesday, January 15th, and I'm chilling in the office watching some futures here. So I don't trade the futures, but I'm watching them here tonight, trying to get a gauge of where the heck do we head tomorrow and throughout the rest of the week. So pretty good bounce this morning for the market. The S&P 500 finished the day up 1.5%, the Q's up 2.5%, and the IWM up 2.5% as well. But if you look at the S&P 500 here, we get this gap up, and we don't really get shit for the rest of the day. So kind of gap and trade sideways. So now the question is this a bull flag or a bear flag? And which way are we going here into Friday? So I think it could be easy, right? Anytime we basically trade sideways, we're looking for squeezes. And right now, as of 7 p.m. Eastern, you've got a 30-minute squeeze, a 15-minute squeeze, and a 5-minute squeeze here on the S&P futures. So I'm going to watch these here tonight and potentially see, can we break out of the box? And I think breaking out of the box here probably sets the tone for the rest of the week. So keep in mind, Friday is monthly expiration, so there's always that potential that you got names like Microsoft with max pain up at 310 and names like Amazon up at 3200. There's always that potential that things grind higher into monthly expiration as they're shooting for max pain. So I think you could see a lot of that unfold here if that squeeze, or if those squeezes rather, if they fire to the upside. From another perspective, this is obviously a volatile market, and I think you could see a situation where, anybody short for Friday's expiration is getting bent over and spanked pretty good this morning. So there could be some of that revenge trading mentality where you're short into the open, you get crushed, and then out of revenge, you flip long. So your puts get killed, and now you're buying calls. Well, if the market makers are in the right mood, they might just fill the gap here, and now they're basically bopping you twice. Rope you into some Friday expiration puts, smack you, rope you into some calls, and they biff you again. Potential on both sides of the fence there. Then the third alternative is it's the most boring week, and we just trade sideways all the way into Friday. But that's what I'm seeing here tonight, guys. Big gap to the upside. They don't really do too much with it, and this results in a pretty boring day and a few squeezes here on the lower time frames heading into tomorrow's open. But looking at a daily chart, right, this doesn't change the structure. So nice bounce today, but I still have sell signals on the indexes. I still have sell signals on basically not all of the sectors, but most of the sectors. And I'm running scans here today, and like 60, 70% of the scan results, they're shooting out sell signals as well. So today's bounce doesn't really change the structure of things. And if you look at, I think, a weekly chart here of the QQQ, as this begins to kind of shift structure and momentum, and officially fires short this week, keep in mind, even if we're going to trend to the downside, there's going to be pullbacks in the downtrend. Here, what I mean is, like in an uptrend, we're going to pull back to the 21 and then continue the trend, and then pull back and then continue, pull back, continue. Well, in a potential downtrend, it's very much the same thing. We're going to flush, bounce back to the 21, and then you look for the next flush. So in other words, there could be plenty more upside here into the rest of this week. Doesn't really change the structure of what I'm looking for. Now, if we get to the point where the S&P 500, the QQQ, and the IWM, they're trading back above the weekly 21, then I think structure is starting to change here. But otherwise, no stack DMAs, negative histograms, daily sell signals, all that nastiness means any bounces here, I'm looking to short them. So that much has not changed, good people. But in terms of the next couple of days here, as we roll into hump day tomorrow, you got a few squeezes here, and I think those probably set the tone for the rest of the week. So for the bulls out there, I think you're looking for a break tomorrow to the upside, which probably gives you the potential push all the way into like 4,500. And for the bears out there, you get that gap to fill. So quick video here, guys, but just chilling in the office. Figured I'd show you what I'm looking at heading into tomorrow. For those of you in the mastery, we will have a live training session tomorrow afternoon, and then for those of you in the options room, I'll see you tomorrow morning as well. Boring session today, guys, but I do think into March and April, I think we got some exciting trading ahead of us. So we shall see. But go on ahead and enjoy the rest of your night. I appreciate you watching as always, and I will talk to y'all very soon.